Hello YouTube, it's me John Avenger once again, and welcome to another random review. This is of a 2014 movie. Yeah, we're finally going to get to this film. I haven't reviewed it yet, so it's time, even on my old channel. It's an American superhero film, and no, it's not a Marvel or a DC film at the time. Based on a superhero team of the same name, yeah, on the 80s comic. That's the only hint I'm giving you. It is the 5th theatrical release, and it's first in the reboot, live action. Directed by Jonathan Liebesman, the guy that did Wrath of the Titans, which was shit. And written by Josh Applebaum, Andre Nemec, and Evan Doherty. The film stars Megan Fox, yes, a female, so it counts for this month. Will Arnett, William Fichtner, Danny Woodburn, Abby Elliott, Noel Fisher, Jeremy Howard, Pete Plaszik, and Alan Ritchson. He's the new Jack Reacher in that new Jack Reacher series, as well as the voices of Johnny Knoxville, who was only in this one, and Tony Shalhoub. The 2014 Michael Bay produced, not directed, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Seriously, Sony, or not, so was it Sony? Did Sony do this movie? No, Platinum Dunes and Nickelodeon. What the hell were you thinking? No, it's not Sony, it's Paramount. Paramount did this movie. What the hell were you thinking? These CGI turtles look freaking terrible. Like, I know the third movie had the worst, like, animatronics, but this looks even worse than that. Because at least that movie, while it was bad, and it's the worst of the original series, the turtles look a lot better than this. They actually look like turtles. Here, they look like a mix of the Hulk and Shrek. And they have these weird freaking noses and their faces. Yeah, they look weird. I don't know who decided to make the turtles look like freaks. It's horrible. Splinter doesn't even look like a rat. He looks like a weasel. Megan Fox is not a good actress. She was not good in the first two Transformers movies. She's just a piece of ass in everything she's in. She sucked in this movie. She sucked in Transformers and Transformers: The Revenge of the Fallen and Jonah Hex. Yeah, just not a good actress. And I know Bay only produced this movie. That's why the movie's not 3 hours long. It's only an hour and 41 minutes. So mercifully, it's shorter than any of the Transformers movies. But it's not good. I mean, the only ones trying are the voice actors. The voices of the turtles are fine. They were good. They at least tried. Knoxville is okay as Leonardo. Jeremy Howard is a great Donatello. The voice, he sounds like he would in the cartoon. Alan Ritchson, he has a good voice for and the bill for Raphael. Except for the freaking things, you know, those accessories like the sunglasses and all that. That's not needed. It's a stupid design. And Noel Fisher, he sounds like a pretty good Michelangelo. It's just some of the dialogue they give him is very like surfer dude, like college frat boy dialogue, and it's bad. Like I could feel my shell tightening and all that. Oh God, this film is almost as badly written as Peacemaker, but I'm not. This is not about Peacemaker. And I knew that William Fichtner was going to be the new Shredder. They teased it in the trailer. They showed him with the Shredder helmet, and they were going to put him as Shredder, but then the outcry from the fans saying, hey, Shredder can't be some white guy. They put in a random Japanese guy to play Shredder, and you don't even see his face. And then at the end, when he's fighting Splinter in the third act, it's close to the end, he looks like a freaking Transformer. Yeah, he has like knives and shit. I'm like, Shredder's not Freddy Krueger, guys. He has a spiky helmet, spiky shoulder pads, and like knives on his hands, little knives. They're not freaking giant claws, you know. I hate the designs of these characters. The Foot Clan, yeah, they don't look like foot soldiers. They're just soldiers, you know, with guns. They did do one character right that was not in the first three movies. Karai. You got Manae Noji. She's a gorgeous Asian woman. She's fine. I wish she had more to do, but she's fine. She doesn't have an accent like, what was it, Zai Ziying from the 2007 movie, yeah. And, yeah, she's fine, but like I said, Will Arnett did not need to be in this movie. He was funny as Batman. Here, he's a freaking failure. He has none of his charming wit from, you know, BoJack Horseman or the Lego movie or any of that. It's just missing here. And Vern was never trying to get into April's pants in the cartoon. He was an asshole that wanted April's job, not to be with her. And just the humor in this movie just did not work for me. There's a couple of good things in the movie. Like I said, Some of the action is well shot, but the turtles like throw things at people instead of using ninjutsu. You know, the martial arts that they're supposed to use from the original cartoons and from the 90s films. And also, Whoopi Goldberg, why was she in this film? Oh yeah, she's Bernadette Thompson. In the original cartoon, Mr. Thompson was a man, a fat white man. But here, it doesn't work. Kevin Eastman plays himself. He's credited as a doctor. Yeah, that's a worthless cameo. I forgot he was even in the movie. Tony Shalhoub did okay as Splinter's voice. Didn't bother me. It's just that I don't like the way Splinter looks. He has a Fu Manchu mustache, and it just looks weird. And the ending of this movie is The Amazing Spider-Man, just at daytime. They're in a major city, a thing is falling down, and the turtles have to save the city from becoming mutants or whatever before he puts some mutagen all over the city, just like the Lizard did at the end of The Amazing Spider-Man. And there's just some inconsistent, like sometimes it's trying to be funny. Oh, Mikey gets stuck in a tunnel with the turtles and farts in their faces. Hilarious. And then there's parts that's trying to be dark when Shredder comes out and tries to kill them. Yeah. You got to pick one tone, guys. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. And this movie made money. I don't get it. I know that there was a certain person here on YouTube, I'm not going to mention his name, that hated this movie. It's not the worst movie from 2014. I think RoboCop is way worse. The 2014 remake. That is way worse. Because they didn't even try. That design also looked like shit, and it was a movie that deserved to flop. This was bad. It was bad, no doubt about it. But it's still not the worst of the franchise. It's still not. I think what the execution with 3 was worse, because there was no Shredder, no Foot, nothing, and they go to feudal Japan, and it's boring. This was not boring. It was just bad. It's like badly written, badly executed, and like I said, the critics were not kind on this movie. They gave it a 21% on Rotten Tomatoes. It says neither entertaining enough to recommend nor remarkably awful. The 2014 Ninja Turtles movie may bear the distinction of being the dullest movie ever made about talking bipedal reptiles. Yeah, but it's because it's trying to be so many things and it doesn't work. Pick a tone and go for it. The 2007 movie knew that. And the turtles in this movie are sidelined. It's April's movie. She was the one that raised it. It's the turtles when they were babies. It was about her dad, making, experimenting, and it's all about her. It's not about the turtles. The second movie's bad too, but at least the turtles are front and center. Here they're just like in the background. It's supposed to be their freaking movie. Michael Bay, note to self, to you and to James Gunn. The thing you're making has to be about the main character, not the side characters that we don't give a shit about. I mean, we loved April in the first movie. In the 1990 movie, awesome. She starts the movie off, and then the turtles save her several times. And Casey Jones is a badass. Here, there's none of that. It's like April is boring to listen to. Megan Fox could barely emote. She's nice to look at, but that's it. And she got a Razzie nomination and won. So that proves how shitty she was in this movie. Worst screenplay? Yeah, it's not a good screenplay. The jokes fall flat. I didn't laugh once. The only actor I thought, like I said, the best actor in this movie is the voice of Donatello, Jeremy Howard. He was a great Donatello. He has the science talk. He's techie. They nailed his character. We didn't need to give Donnie glasses. That's stupid, guys. Come on. And then the aliens joke. No, they're not aliens. They're reptiles. That's stupid. Again, because Michael Bay was going to make them the Teenage Mutant alien Ninja Turtles. And I'm like, no. They're not aliens. And the film feels like not like they cut a lot of stuff out. You can definitely tell, because that's why Shredder has such limited screen time, and Sax is like around so much because they paid William Fichtner by the line, and he's like, I'm gonna be rich, like stupid rich. I'm like, oh god. And there's another laughable scene in that scene, right after the turtles break out of when they're stealing their mutagen blood, and then they have adrenaline, like, oh, I feel really good right now. I feel like cleaning. Who wants to clean a dojo? And I'm like, oh my god, it's so cringe. It is so freaking cringe. I'm like, yeah, it's the same stupid script that they wrote for the Transformers movies, especially the sequels, where they just cranked up the stupidity to 11. And it's not a good movie. It's not. I'm not as angry as I was with other Michael Bay movies, like the last 2 Transformers movies he made, because they were freaking long. This movie at least is not that long. So if you're curious to see it, it's only 1 hour and 40 minutes. It's not too long. But it's not good. It's a freaking mess. Tohiro Masamune played Shredder. He has a cool name, but he's barely in the movie. And also, A young version of April was played by the girl that was in Supergirl. She played Kara when she was a little girl. Cute actress. She's an adult now. But like I said, this movie is just bad. I don't know what they were thinking. I know they were thinking money, and of course, because, you know, I'm so glad that the Guardians of the Galaxy was a much better movie. It's what this movie should have been, because they're not background characters in their own freaking movie. That's what I hated about Black Widow. She's not the main character in that movie. Or Eternals. Like, there's no one main character. There's like 15 characters, and they don't work at all. Also, like I said, the elevator scene was pretty cool when they're like, but that it's like one scene, and it's like near the end, because it's like something you would see in the cartoon. And I know Ninja Turtles has always been dumb because the idea was a parody of comic books at the time, but they could have tried harder. This is the first movie in over a decade. Yeah, in over a decade, live action since the third movie in 1993. And the second movie in 7 years since the 2007 movie. And I'm like, I don't know what they were thinking with this. I don't know what they were thinking. It's ass. But it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, some people thought this movie was like the worst adaptation of a comic book movie ever. It's bad, though. I'm not going to say it's good, because I you know, there were some entertaining moments, but it's very few and far between. And where was young April? I know she's here. Yoga instructor, dojo ninja, young April O'Neil. Yeah, Melina Weissman. How is she a better actress than Megan Fox? Because she can emote, and she has more expression on her face in 2 lines than Megan Fox has in her whole body. And she just turned 18 last year. She's her last thing she did was a series of unfortunate events. Yeah, that TV show on Netflix. Good actress. I wish she would do more. But anyway, yeah, this is a bad movie. If you've seen this movie, I feel sorry for you guys. If you haven't seen it, I would say just see the first 2 films, live action movies, and the 2007 movie, or any of the cartoons from the 80s all the way to like 2012. All of those, at least Ninja Turtles, they're the leads in their own freaking series or movie. This is not their movie. It's a freaking Megan Fox show. And that's not what I asked for. I wanted the Ninja Turtles done right. If you're going to do CG, make them look better. Don't let them look like freaking Shrek Hulks. That's not what I wanted. And just, you know, they did the same stupid designs in the Rise of the Ninja Turtles that came out a couple years ago on Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon doesn't know what to do with these characters. It's just like Disney with the Muppets. They don't know what to do. They're legendary characters that should be treated with respect. Hopefully we'll get that reboot that we need, because that Out of the Shadows did not help. That's why it flopped. But thankfully that part of the Turtles legacy is behind us now. But anyway, it's a bad movie. If you've never seen it, you're not missing much. But if you do see it, out of curiosity, stream it. I would say do not buy this. Don't rent it. Just stream it on a streaming service, and you'll get whatever you want. You know, there's a couple scenes that'll probably make you laugh or entertain you, but it's not good, though. I can easily say that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next review.